Hey everybody, welcome back. I've got a replay for you today in my KV-2. Let's go ahead and get it started. We are on Redshire and I do plan to go to the heavy side. Not sure who all's going to come with me. My guess is not a lot of people because there's not a lot of heavies. And a lot of times bottom tier heavies, it's 5-10 matchmaking, so a lot of times bottom tier heavies don't come with you. And I'm looking around, actually looking at the map, trying to figure out if I can even go, because I've got a 20-second reload, as you can see, and as soon as I fire, people come around the corner and just nail me. So I see the VK-31H and an M4. I don't feel like that's really enough, but when we've got an Excelsior going down through the little waterway there, I'm not sure what he's thinking, but there's just a lot of very unskilled players on our team. We are actually less skilled than the enemy team, which they're also not very good. So I figure I'll try and get some shots, but I really honestly don't think that I'll get away from here. And so I'm just going to try and make the best of it and hope that our team can win the other side. So the Excelsior, by some miracle, is not being shot yet. He's just getting out of the bushes, though, so there's that. And we're just going to poke and see what we can see. And we end up catching a BDR. And that really surprised me. I one-shot that BDR. That was with an HE round. Those things only have, I don't know, 70 penetration. Oh, 86 pen. So I must have hit him in one of the hatches or something. And then this this BIS decides he's going to have a go too. Well, I'm reloaded by that time. So now I'm looking at the map going, geez, we have guys on either side of us. I've only got 600 health left, and I'm trying to feather a shot into this Churchill, who's by far the best player on their team. He's the best player on both teams, and so the derp being the derp, of course, a sliver shot like that often misses. But at this point, I'm thinking I'm seeing that the VK is a one. Well, he was a two shot, but now he's definitely a one shot. And so my idea to pull back is has turned out to be a wise idea. This M4 is hanging tough though, so that's good. And as we extricate ourselves, we do not get hit from middle, which is fantastic. And we're just trying to kind of get away. But my initial thought was to run all the way away, but then I thought, there's the M4 and I actually have a crossfire here. We might be able to make this work. And so we're up to 1700 damage and we're losing the other side, which means we need to win one side or the other. And so we're just going to hang tough and see what we can do here. We've still got about 500 health, and so we do have a little health to play with. But I'm hoping that 12T does not push up and light me. And he takes a wicked shot from the M4, who is also firing a derp apparently. So we're able to we trade pretty well there. I don't know what that OI hit. Maybe he hit my mantlet because he did very little damage, or maybe he just hit next to me. I don't know. So now we're just kind of sitting here waiting for shots. The thing is with this tank is you don't want to be out in the open where you're exposed in any tank really, but especially in this tank, because the honest truth of the matter is that with a 20-second reload you're gonna die. So this M4, we've still got him in a crossfire, and this this M4 is here kind of distracting them, thank goodness. And I just take a real quick snapshot just to see what I can do. And I'm assuming that this M4 will get this OI as soon as he's spotted. And he does. And we're willing to take one of his shots. Unfortunately, we take two of his shots. But we still got the better trade out of that. And we backed him off, so our M4 is safe. We're safe. We're just trying to stall these guys so that whatever happens, we've got a little bit of time to work the other side. I mean, because there were, I don't know, 4 or 5 tanks there that we held back. And I see that Churchill's taking damage, and I have a feeling he's gonna push forward or fall back, and I don't know which. And my view range is abysmal, so I mean that's just playing the KV-2. Normally I put view range on stuff because towards the end of the game it's very, very useful, but this has such bad camo that even if I had full view range, people are going to spot me before I spot them. So the Churchill's playing pretty safe because he didn't want to get hit, and I'm down to a one shot and I just get lucky and hit him. I'm down to 17 health now, but because of the shell arc, those shots are a lot more common than you might think to make. Especially, I think this has got like 0.52 accuracy or something awful. But you can actually make those shots quite often because it loops in almost like shooting a basketball because of the velocity is so low. So we happen to see this Hellcat, and I have no idea why he's basically sitting still, but we'll go gladly take his life. You know, on 17 health, you take what you can get. And nobody saw me, but apparently they were blind firing where I was. So it's 13-12 now. Our IKV's in a horrible position. Our M4's not in a great position. And none of us have any health. I mean, we've got less than 100 health combined. And I don't have any view range. So the M4 is really the only guy that could help us out here. But he's running off, running away. Which is maybe a smart idea. He knows that the SU-100 is kind of in the middle, and the Chaffee is over towards the one line, or he was last spotted there. So I don't think this is a terrible move. It's just he's a very inexperienced player, and I'm guessing that he's not going to approach that right to be able to spot a camping tank destroyer. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm going back to cap, and because I assume that that's going to be their play, is to try and cap us out. And so I'm purposely knocking over these trees to try and give myself some cover, because if they do pull into cap, I can inch forward and maybe see them through a bush, and then perhaps one shot somebody. That would be really the only way I'm going to be able to kill someone. Because if you turn the turret on this thing, the gun bloom is insanely big. So you definitely do not want to, you want to know where they're coming from. And my best guess is that they'll come into cap sooner or later. So the M4 is coming back my way, which I'm happy about. Gives me a little bit of view range probably. The M4 has very good view range for its tier. All American tanks generally do. So I'm just kind of following him with the reticle just to see if he sees anything. and we're going to pull forward because we are behind a bunch of buildings, and if he spots something I want to be able to shoot it. So we're still behind bushes from almost every direction, but at least if this M4 spots something, I can capitalize on it, especially if he dies in the process. Maybe I can get a kill. That's what I'm thinking, because they do have a light tank left and we do not. So, and it looks like the Chaffee might be AFK, I don't know. And so we're able to pick him up. So there's not much time left, but with the light tank out there, I wasn't about to go out there. And a camping tank destroyer is no better, really, because I mean I have to get probably within 100 to 150 meters of him to even spot him, and he is spotted just briefly, and I miss my opportunity to get a shot. I do I do kind of guess where he's going to be just because I figure, I mean, it's 14-13, but there's not much time left, so if I could get a lucky shot on him, that would be good. And what the T-67 is saying for us to kind of surround him isn't a terrible idea. However, I don't have the view range to even get close. He's going to spot me when I'm so far away, and my only chance is to bounce. And I doubt I'm going to bounce an SU-100. And so I'm thinking about going around the right side, and hoping that he came over to that right side to maybe get shots, because I'm sure that he knows that we're near the cap. We'll just speed this up a little bit. So I waited too long here. I mean, no doubt about it. But like I said, I mean, both of us, the M4's got 14 health. I've got, 17 health. So between us, we have 31 health. So anyways, at 2 minutes, I decided to move, which I don't know. I don't know what I could have done. Maybe somebody in the comments can tell me what they think I should have done differently, because I really was at a loss without view range, because I play American tanks so much, and or mediums where I can use coated optics or binos. It's very difficult for me if I don't have view range. I'm just used to playing with view range. So again, if you have anything to add in the comments that could have maybe helped me out, please do let me know. So uh, I will save you the suspense and let you know we do end up drawing this game. It's unfortunate, but I hate draws. I really do. They're worse than a loss to me, but I just didn't feel like I had a snowball's chance to even spot the guy. So that's what I did. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the after action report. We did do 3,000 damage, so there's that. So that's great. So we'll be right back with you in the after action. Okay, here we are at the after action report. It's a draw, unfortunately, but we got an ace tanker. And one of the things I love about derp guns, look at all this module damage. 4, 5, 2, 2, 3, 4. So you know you're wrecking tanks, even if you're not killing them. I mean, I did 5 critical hits to that Churchill, so there's a very good reason why he was not really excited to face me. We ended up doing 2,954 damage, 857 base XP on a draw, and looks like the T-67 did pretty well. That M4 Sherman did fairly well himself, as did the SU-100, and then the rest of the team didn't do so hot, but their Hellcat did pretty good. Actually, he did fantastic, and the rest of their team did okay. They were more average than we were. At any rate, we fired 12 shots. We hit 8. They call it penetration, even though it's a splash from HE. So I don't know why they do that, but anyway, they count it as a pin. 2,954 damage, 373 damage at 300 meters with this gun. That's pretty impressive. We blocked 225. This thing is not known for its armor. So we hit 6 vehicles, destroyed 5, and did meager 38 assist. But because I don't have a premium account, but because it's HE rounds, it's very cheap to run. So we ended up netting a profit of 18,000 credits. So that was great. So appreciate you watching. Please do subscribe if you'd like to see more content. I'm going to try and put content out on a regular basis again, and we will catch you next time.